How to print your labels in ReaFX. Here in your ReaFX account, you can print the labels for any of the properties that you get in your results after you run a search. In order to do that, first we'll do a search in order to show you. From here, you could run a search from scratch by selecting any of the parameters that you get here. You can run any of the pre-saved searches that you get on your managed search. On this case, I'll select one of the many pre-saved searches I have. I'll select MP for sale. I'll select this one. Remember that now ReaFX offers a lot of different pre-saved searches for any of our users. So now I'll click on this one and I'm going to click on load. This will load all these parameters into my search area and I'm going to click on search. This takes me automatically to my results section with 127 properties in total. This is the number of properties I got from my search. And from here, as I mentioned before, I can print the labels that I can use for a mailing campaign. I can check this box here, the one on the blue bar, and select all the properties that are found on this particular page. If I select the checkbox in the blue bar, I'll be selecting 50 properties because I'm looking at 50 properties per page right now. If I unselect and I ask the system to show me 250 properties per page, that's more than what I got in total for my search, and I select again the checkbox in the blue bar, now I'll be selecting the 127 properties I got from my result. Now that I have all my properties selected, the 127, I can click here on this icon that says labels, and this will display this dialog. From here, I can select the type of label I want. Let's say that I want this type of label. I can select the size of my label. It could be 8, 9, or 10. I can ask the system to select or to place the owner address or the property address. I can ask the system to make all the labels aligned to the left or center. And I can add the line current resident or not. I'm going to leave it as no. Once I'm happy with all my selections, I'm going to click on apply. This opens a new tab in my browser and asks me where do I want to save all these labels. I'm going to select the desktop and I'm going to click on save. And as you can see, this automatically downloads this PDF file to my computer. If I click on that file, it opens again the new tab, now with the PDF file that has all the labels that I generated. Remember, we had 127 properties in our results, so we'll be generating 127 labels in total. Remember that since this is opening a new tab in your browser, a new window, this means that you have to be extra careful that you have the pop-ups unblocked in your browser. Otherwise, if you click on labels, nothing is going to happen. So if you're trying to generate labels and you're noticing that nothing's happening, please check that you do not have any warning next to the website. And as you can see here, you can see all the addresses and all the information that concerns all the properties that I selected and that I got in my results. Since this is a PDF, you can right click and you can either save it, print it, or use any other of the options that your browser offers. I'll go back to my ReaFX account and I'm going to click OK on this option. And you'll see that if I go to detail view, I still have the labels option. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're on grid view or detail view, you can always generate your label. You cannot generate labels from the map view. The only two views where you can generate the labels are grid view and detail view. From here, you can do the same we did before. You can click on this checkbox and you can select all the properties that you have in display, or I can unselect all the properties and go ahead and select one by one. Remember that the system will generate only the properties that you select. And this is how you generate the labels in your VFX account.